Hello class, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we'll start with a new chapter HTML5 Images, Links and Table. So far we have learned that how to make web page in HTML5 scripting language. Now we can also add images to our web pages. That images could be visual logos, photographs or any of the object to enhance the page. Now, we'll also learn in this chapter how to insert the images, links and tables. Let's plug in the chapter. Images in web pages, inserting images, lists in HTML5, creating links in web page, creating tables in web page. Let's just start the chapter.
We have learned how to make web page using HTML5 scripting language. We can also add images to our web page to make it more attractive. Images include photographs, logos and visual objects that can be added to a web page. Let us learn to insert images, links and tables in the web page in this chapter. Images in web pages. A web page can also display drawings, paintings or art. We can also display our favorite artwork on the web page. Images can be used as navigational tools to help readers browse through a web page. We can add images to improve the appearance of our web page. Many websites offer free images that can be used for web pages. We can scan photographs, logos or drawings with the help of a scanner and then add the scanned images on our web page. Arrange ready-made images available at computer stores which include cartoons, drawings, photographs or art. Make sure that these images are in a format that web browsers can display, such as JPEG Joint Photographic Export Group, GIF Graphics Interchange Format and PNG Portable Network Graphics. We can create our own images that best suit our web page with the help of an image editing program like Adobe Photoshop, GIMP and Paint Shop Pro. Inserting images. We can add an image to a web page to illustrate a topic. IMG is the short form of image. This is used to include images in our HTML document. The tag incorporates graphics in the HTML document. It is an empty tag which contains 5 attributes. Attributes. Description. Align. It is used to align an image on the web page, left, right, top, middle and bottom. Alt. It specifies which alternative text should be displayed if a selected image is not displayed. SRC. It is the source of image file. It specifies the URL Uniform Resource Locator of the image. Height. It specifies the height of an image in pixels. Width. It specifies the width of an image in pixels. Syntax. IMG SRC is equal to align is equal to alt is equal to height is equal to width is equal to. Follow the steps to insert the image in a web page. Step 1. Place the cursor at desired place to insert the image. Step 2. Type IMG SRC is equal to. Now, replace with the name of the image file. The web browser displays the image on our web page. Specifying the size of image. The size of an image on a web page can be increased or decreased by specifying a new width and height for it. We can set the width and height of an image in pixels or as a percentage of the overall window size. Follow the steps to change the size of an image. Step 1. Click inside the IMG tag and type width is equal to, replacing with the width measurement to be set. Step 2. Give a space by pressing the space bar key. Step 3. Type height is equal to, replacing with the height measurement to be set. The image with the new size appears in the web browser. Centering an image in the web page. We can align the image to the center, which would enhance the appearance of a web page. Follow the steps to center align the image. Step 1. Type center in front of the image tag to center. Step 2. Type center at the end of the image tag. The image appears center aligned on the web page. Aligning image horizontally. We can use the left and right alignment attributes to control the horizontal positioning of an image on the page. These attributes also control how text wraps around the image. Follow the steps to horizontally align the image. Step 1. Type align is equal to left in the tag of the img image to wrap text around the right side of the image. The image aligns to the left with the text wrapping around it on the right. Wrapping text between two images. We can wrap text between two images, one image to the left and other to the right to change the layout of our web page. Follow the steps to wrap text between images. Step 1. Type align is equal to left in the img tag for the image to appear on the left side of the text. Step 2. In the img tag for the image to appear on the right side of text. Type align is equal to right. The text wrapped around the two images appears in the web browser. Adding border to an image. We can add a border to an image to make it stand out on the web page. We can even define the thickness of the border in pixels. Follow the steps to wrap text between images. Step 1. In the img tag for the image to display a border, type border is equal to replacing with the thickness of the border to be used in pixels. The image is displayed with a border around it. We can also remove the existing border with the number 0. For example, ing src is equal to robot. Border is equal to 0. Lists in HTML5. Lists are used to present list of information in well-formed and structured way. There are 3 different types of lists in HTML and each one has a specific purpose and meaning. Unordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in no particular order. Ordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in a specific order. Description list. It is used to create a list of terms and their descriptions. Creating a bulleted or unordered list. An unordered list is created using the UL element and each list item starts with the LI element. The list items in unordered lists are marked with bullets. Bullets are used to list the contents in such a way that it looks more organized. Follow the steps to create a bulleted or unordered list. Step 1. Type UL before the list. Step 2. Type LI in front of each item in the list. Step 3. Type UL at the end of the list. The bulleted or unordered list is displayed by the web browser in the style we have selected. A bullet appears in front of each item in the list. In this example, the bulleted list uses circular bullet, creating a numbered or ordered list. An ordered list is created using the OL element and each list item starts with the LI element. The list items in ordered lists are displayed in a specific order such as a set of instructions or a table of content. Follow the steps to create a numbered or ordered list. Step 1. Type OL before the list. Step 2. Type LI in front of each item in the list. Step 3. Type OL at the end of the list. The numbered or ordered list is displayed in the desired style by the web browser. A number appears in front of each item in the list. In this example, the list uses number rather than letters. Creating a description list. A description list is a list of items with a description or definition of each item. The description list is created using DL element. The DL element is used in conjunction with the DT element which specify a term, and the DD element which specify the term's definition. Browsers usually render the definition lists by placing the terms and definitions in separate lines, where the terms' definitions are slightly indented. Follow the steps to create description list. Step 1. Type DL before the list. Step 2. Type DT in front of each item in the list and DT at the end of each item. Step 3. Type DD in front of each definition for that particular item and DD at the end of definition. Step 4. Type DL at the end of the list. The description list is displayed by the web browser. The terms with its definitions display in separate lines. Creating links in web page. Web pages can be connected to another by creating a link or hyperlink. Links enable users to navigate from one topic to the next on a website or from one website to another. The user clicks the link, and the browser opens the destination page. Links can be text and/or images. Text links typically appear as underlined, as differently colored words on a web page. If any image on a web page has a link, it appears when a user places the mouse over it. The pointer takes the shape of a pointing hand, indicating the presence of an active, clickable link. Links are of two types. Internal links. Internal links are the links to the pages within a website. These links can be either absolute or relative. Web address for the web page such as http www.graphiczone.in is included in absolute links. Relative links locate web pages within the same directory or subdirectory that can be defined from the current position such as storebooks.htm. Anchors are links to sections within the same page. These can also be created using the tag. External links. External links are links outside the currently opened website. These links must always be absolute. An absolute link can include a protocol, such as HTTP, a domain name, such as www.graphiczone.in, and a file name. Each directory in an absolute link is separated by a / symbol. For example, creating a link to the Graphic Zone home page, we will write href is equal to http www.graphiczone.in. Click here to visit Graphic Zone home page A. Here, href stands for hypertext reference from where the link will take us to. Anchor links, A and A, are used to start and end the entire link command. Creating text links. We can create a text link in our web page. When it is clicked, it takes the visitors to another website. Follow the steps to create a text link. Step 1. Type the desired text for visitors to click on in order to display another web page. Step 2. Type a href in front of the text replacing with the address of the web page to display. Step 3. Type a at the end of the text. The text link is displayed and appears colored and underlined in the web browser. When we place the mouse pointer on the linked web address is displayed on the bottom of the browser window. When the visitor selects or clicks on the link, the specified website will open. Creating a link to an image. Image can be created as a hyperlink to open a website. If we wish to display a large number of images on our page, we can create a link to an image so that the visitors can click on that image to display the link to another page with images. But putting a large number of images on a single web page will increase its opening time. So, in that case, we can display the images in small size on a page and create hyperlinks to their larger sizes. Follow the steps to create a link to an image. Step 1. Add the image location that for visitors to select to display the linked image. Step 2. Type a href in front of the text replacing with the address of the website to display. Step 3. Type a at the end of the image. The web browser displays the link on the image. When the mouse pointer is placed on the image, the linked web address is displayed in the status bar. When the visitor clicks on the link, the specified website appears. Creating tables in web page. HTML tables enable us to effectively present large volume of data in rows and columns. They are commonly used to display tabular data like product listings, customers' details, financial reports, and so on. We can also use tables to organize the overall structure of a web page. For example, we can create a two-column table that organizes a list of navigational links in one column and the main text or image content in another. The places where the columns and rows intersect are called cells. Each cell can hold web page content or link. Using HTML attributes, we can set the size of an entire table as well as the size of particular cells. A table can be created using the table tag. TR tag to define a table row and the TD tag to define a table data or cell content. A cell can be defined as a header for a group of table cells using the TH tag. In addition to these codes, we can assign captions and column groups. We can also create tables within tables called nested tables. Look at the basic table structure below. Attributes associated with the tag. Attributes. Description. Summary. It defines a text string that gives a brief description of the table. Border. It specifies the width of a border around the table in pixels. Width. It specifies breadth of the table in the browser window. Width attribute can be set to a specific number of pixels or to a percentage of the available screen width. Border color. It specifies a color for the table border as the RGB number or a color name. BG color. It specifies a color for the table background as the RGB number or a color name. Align. It is used for aligning the content in an individual cell and the table itself. In horizontal alignment, the header is aligned across the width of a cell or table with the align attribute to be set equal to left, right, or center. In vertical alignment, the content is aligned between the top and bottom of a cell. Vertical alignment of cell contents is controlled by setting the v-align attribute to top, middle, or bottom. Creating a table. We can create a table to display information in a tabular format. We can also use tables to present information in columns like those found in newspapers or magazines. Follow the steps to create a table. Step 1. Type the data to appear in the first row of the table. We can use tab keys to separate the data for each cell. The web browser will ignore the spacing we add. Step 2. Type the data to appear in the next row of table. Repeat this step to fill the entire data for the table. Step 3. Type table before the text table and at the end of the text entered for the table. Step 4. Type TR before the text and TR at the end of the text for each row in the table. Step 5. Type TH in front of the text and TH at the end of the text for each header cell. Step 6. Type TD in front of the text and TD at the end of the text for each data cell. The web browser displays the table. Adding border to table. A table does not have any border by default. We need to add a border to a table to separate each cell in the table using border attribute, which makes it readable. We can define the thickness of border in pixels. Follow the steps to add a border to the table. Step 1. In the table tag, type border is equal to replacing with the thickness for the border. The web browser displays the table with a border. Spanning cells. Spanning cells, also called merging cells, are mainly used to display a title across the top or down side of a table. We can merge two or more cells in a row or column to make one large cell. The attributes colspan how many across and rowspan how many down indicate columns or rows a cell should take up. Follow the steps for spanning cells across columns. Step 1. In the TH or TD tag for the cell to spanning across columns, type colspan is equal to replacing with the number of columns for the cell to span across. The web browser spans the cell across the number of columns specified. Follow the steps for spanning cells across rows. Step 1. In the TH or TD tag for the cell to spanning across rows, type rowspan is equal to replacing with the number of rows for the cell to span across. The web browser spans the cell across the number of rows specified, adding background color to a table. We can add background color to a table to emphasize important information or to make it presentable. Background color can be added to a cell, a row, or to an entire table accordingly. Follow the steps to add background color to a table. Step 1. For the specific area to show background color, place the cursor in the tag for the cell TH or TD row, TR or table to add color to. Step 2. Type bgcolor is equal to replacing with the name or color code of the color to use. For example, to apply yellow color to a row, in the TR tag, type bgcolor is equal to #FFFF00. The web browser displays the cell, row or entire table in the color specified. Cell padding and spacing. The web browser displays the designated amount of space between the cell contents and the cell borders is called cell padding, whereas the cell spacing among borders is known as cell spacing. We can add padding to add space between the border and the contents of a cell. We can use spacing to increase the border size or distance between cells. These sizes are measured in pixels. Follow the steps to add space between the cell contents and cell borders. Step 1. In the table tag, type cell padding is equal to replacing with the pixel value to assign. Step 2. Type cell spacing is equal to replacing with the pixel value to assign. The designated amount of space between the cell contents and the cell borders is assigned. Throwback. A web page can also display drawings, paintings or art. Arrange ready-made images available at computer stores in a format that web browsers can display, such as JPEG, GIF and PNG. The IMG tag incorporates graphics in the HTML document. It is an empty tag which contains 5 attributes: align, alt, src, height and width. The size of an image on a web page can be increased or decreased by specifying a new width and height for it. There are three different types of lists in HTML: an ordered list, and description list. Web pages can be connected to another by creating a link or hyperlink. A stands for anchor. It begins the link to another page. href stands for hypertext reference. Any web page can be connected to another by creating a link. A table can be created using the table tag in HTML5. Building blocks of HTML tables are table, tr, th, and td tags. Summary: width, border color, align and bgcolor are different attributes associated with table. Spanning cells, also called merging cells, are mainly used to display a title across the top or down side of a table. We can add padding to add space between the border and the contents of a cell.